How's it going, folks? So today I'm going to be checking out the band Offended, and the name of this song is Chasing Shadows. Now, the band had reached out to me a while back and asked me to check out one of their songs, which I did. I did a reaction to it, and it was from their first album. I believe it was their first album, and it was a cool heavy metal track, but now they actually have a new song here, a brand new song from an upcoming second album. So I'm really excited to check out this new material from this band, and I'm happy they had reached out to me before so that I could keep up with them and follow any new material that they release. And here we are. Like I said, there's a brand new song from an upcoming second album for the band. And so without further ado, let's jump on in and give this a listen, shall we? Rangers, go. always a sucker for the ending to a song to just have a great drum kind of breakdown and all that stuff. So that was sick. I like the video too. I'm not sure if this is their first music video, but I know that the song I had reacted to previously did not have a video. So it was cool seeing a music video with the folks there playing, and they did a cool job of it too with the style and the vibe. And I thought that one part was cool too, where it kind of zooms out and you see them just on the TV, and the audio gets not as, in your face. It sounds kind of in the distance a little bit, as if you're sitting there watching this on the TV, and you kind of see like the ring kind of stuff happening with that spirit or whatnot, kind of moving, glitching like, toward the screen or what have you. Yeah, so it was pretty neat. I really like what they did there with the video. It was simple, but like it had a nice creative aspect to it that I really enjoyed. As for the song itself, again, this band really captures the spirit of kind of a classic heavy metal style, with the guitars, the rhythm, and all of that. Even the production sounds, the production's interesting because it sounds a little fuzzy, but I feel like that's purposeful, to kind of really, again, capture the authenticity of the sound that they're kind of emulating, like a classic 80s heavy metal sort of vibe. And so it works because, it sounds more crisp and clear, like a little bit more modern, but also retaining some of that fuzziness of, a band or a recording back in the 80s. It's not like super overproduced, but more than like a garage band, but just really giving that feel of kind of the independent heavy metal kind of bands from back in the day. So it's really cool how they do that. And then even just their whole style and their vibe, and her vocals. I really, really like her vocals because, again, the authenticity of her sound with, what they're emulating here with the style. It fits. It fits really, really well. And, at first, I'm still a little unsure because at first I kind of felt like I wanted to hear her voice a little bit more, because in some spots it really feels kind of blended in with the music and a little bit of the fuzziness. So it's a little bit difficult to really, pinpoint her voice outside of like all the music. But then there's other moments where it sounds more clear, more, above the music and all that stuff. So, and I know it's kind of, again, the style, where a lot of times you would hear the voice kind of faded in with the music and all of that stuff. So it's kind of like a personal thing, but my personal preference, even though that's kind of the style, I just would like to hear her voice, raised up a little bit above the noise. Again, that's kind of a personal thing because I get it goes with the style that they're emulating here. That's kind of a traditional way, of doing it. But I just, for my personal preference, I think it would enhance it a little bit more if you could hear her voice standing out a little bit more from the rest of the sound. But still, I really like her vocals, and it suits the style really, really well. The guitar work in this song I really, really enjoyed. I love the rhythmic, kind of just the rhythm of the guitars. The whole rhythm of the song has just a nice kind of chuggy way about it, and you can really just get into it and vibe with it. It really has a cool sound, and all the solos, the guitar melodies, all that good stuff. I really, really enjoyed the guitar work. The drums were killer, and I love it. It sure sounded to me like there was some keyboard going in the background, some synth, almost like some 70s prog kind of synth tones happening back there, and that really added a nice extra flavor to the sound, which I really, really enjoyed. You know, I dig their style. They really know what they're doing, and they know how to execute it well. I really enjoyed the verses. Again, just the rhythm, the melody, the vibe, the way it is all kind of delivered vocally, and then again, just that nice guitar riff that's just driving the song forward. Really enjoyed that. The chorus is the one thing I feel like could really have been um, the chorus is the one thing I feel like could have, what's the word I'm looking for? What am I trying to say? It could have been better, but there's certain words that I'm trying to think of. But, the chorus, it's quite basic, it gets a little repetitive. And so I kind of personally lose the momentum of the song because, yeah, you still have that rhythm, you still have the momentum, but just the nature of the chorus, it kind of takes me out of it a little bit because you're going through all four of those lines, the same lines. Again, it just feels quite repetitive, and it could have had a little bit more dynamics. It could have had a little bit more variety there in the chorus instead of just keeping kind of the same melody for each of the four lines and kind of repeating them. Like, it kind of repeats the first two lines again. And, again, I just really feel like the song would have benefited by having a little bit more of a dynamic chorus, with a little bit more diversity in there, a little bit more movement, perhaps vocally, instead of just really kind of just delivering these lines, because it kind of just, the song stays somewhat static for the most part, and then the chorus is kind of right there in line with the rest of everything else. So there's no moments that really kind of pop, and I get, again, kind of the style. It really is just kind of a chugging, kind of rhythmic, heavy metal song that doesn't really have too much ups and downs. It's somewhat even all the way across, but I really feel like the chorus could have had a little bit more of a pop to it and not been quite so repetitive and just raised up a little bit. Because as it is, it kind of just blends in with the rest, but also it feels like it kind of takes away a little bit of the momentum just because you're getting the same thing over and over. And so it just, I kind of, my eyes kind of just glazed over. Like I kind of drifted a little bit from the engagement of the song, because when the chorus came up, it was kind of like, okay, here we go, we're getting the repetitive lines, we're just getting the thing, and then it kind of kicks back into the verses, and I was all in again. So this is actually one of those songs where I like the verses a lot more than I like the chorus. It just had a cooler melody to me, a cooler delivery, more engaging, because again, the chorus, it's a bit redundant, and I just would lose a little bit of interest during that, and then I would be grabbed again. So, I like the style. I think I kind of forget what I'd said about the previous song, but, I feel like, this band, they're going to keep getting better and better. I think this is a step up from what I heard before, but still sounds like Offended. And, there's just some minor things there because I enjoyed it. It's classic sounding, great guitar riffs, and great, rhythm to the song in general. I really like her vocals, and there were some nice little extra things thrown in there, like the keyboard and all that good stuff. But yeah, that chorus is really the main thing that I would just critique personally and say it just needed a little something more, because as it stands, it just fell flat a little bit for me. But yeah, that's really my thoughts on this. I'm really curious about this second album because, again, these folks, they know what they're doing. I dig the style. They have all the ingredients there to really be something special, I think. And yeah, that's just really my thoughts on that. So let me know in the comments down below, folks. What do you think of this song here? How does it compare if you listened to their first album or saw my previous reaction to this band? How does it compare to that song? You digging it? You looking forward to the second album? Let's talk about it all in the comments down below. And I'll catch you all next time. Ranger, out.